Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Tuesday, October 10th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School Gym, where your Cyclones are getting ready to battle in Hawkeye 10 volleyball action against the visitors, the Kuemper Catholic Knights, coming into the contest. Kuemper has an overall match record of 29 wins and 6 losses, 7-2 in the conference play. Meanwhile, the Cyclones have a match record of 9 wins, 22 losses, and are 3-6 in conference play. Cyclones a lot of times have a height advantage over their opponent, but that won't be so tonight, as Kuemper is going to put 4 people out there. Franny Glenn, 5'10", Aubrey Heighton, 5'10", Casey Peter, 5'10", and Brianna Whitrock, 5'10". Those hitters are all over the century mark with kills. Franny Glenn leading the way with Casey Peter at 197 and 195 kills respectively. Houghton has 169 and Brianna Whitrock 117. From the service line, they're powerful as well, as Franny Glenn has 36 ace serves, Elsa Tiefenthaler 46, and Brianna Whitrock 45. For the Cyclones, they are led offensively, hitting by Aubrey Sweezout with 128 kills, Erica Russ with 125, Samantha Einesen right behind her with 124, and Ava Munson with 101. From the service line for the Cyclones, they have some ace servers as well. Sammy Einesen with 33 ace serves on the year, Macy Mueller 25, and Ava Munson 22. Tonight, one thing we'll be looking for is passing in that back row for the Cyclones, something that sometimes they go on some lows, and especially tonight, Kuemper has some powerful hitters up there, so we'll look at the front row, see what they can do for some blocking for the Cyclones. That's Erica Rust and Ava Munson and Aubrey Schwiezow doing a lot of defense up front with the block, and then the back row digging the attack from the multiple hitters that Kuemper has in their arsenal. So it should be in for a good one here tonight. Kuemper Catholic, second place in the Hawkeye 10 conference and rated highly in Class 2A. And now we'll get ready to meet the starting lineups here for both teams. For the Knights from Kuemper, number 5, Carson Overmole. She's a 5'8" junior setter. Number 6, Franny Glenn. She's a 5'10" middle and outside hitter. She's a senior. Number 11, Aubrey Houghton. She's a senior at 5'10", and she's another outside hitter and right side hitter. Casey Peter, outside and right side hitter at 5'10". Number 12, Brianna Whitrock. She's a 5'10" sophomore middle hitter and outside hitter. Number 16, right side and middle hitter. She's a 5'9" sophomore, Olivia Schenkelberg. And rounding things out for the Knights is libero Kaylee Simons, a 5'2" sophomore. And for the Cyclones, Sammy Einesen, 5'9" senior, outside hitter. Number 7, Hope Preston, a 5'8" sophomore, right side hitter for the Cyclones. Number 8, Erica Russ. She's a middle hitter, 6' senior. Number 9, Ava Munson, 5'9" senior, also a middle hitter. Number 11, Emerson Reichel. She's a 5'4" sophomore defensive specialist, back row player. Number 14, Macy Mueller, 5'7" junior, and the team setter. And libero number 3, Cammie Stork, a 5'7" senior. Cyclones are coached by Ellie Crease. Knights are coached by head coach Rusty Whittemore.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Cool Gold 105.3 FM, KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
And now we're getting set for that opening serve here from Harlan Community High School Gym. Again, where your Cyclones getting ready to take on the Knights of Kuemper Catholic. It'll be the Knights with the opening serve. Number 15, Brianna Wittrock, first at the service line. That one just grazes the net and goes over. Unforced error, point number 1 given up by the Cyclones. That's something that, against a team like Kuemper, we need to make sure we limit those, as they'll take advantage of those free points. Cyclones are going to go to Ava Munson. She tips it over. It's going to be a free ball over by Kuemper. Now the Cyclones in system, and that is Sammy Einesen with a little tip at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. Sammy Einesen again with a little roll shot, and Sammy Einesen ties things up at 1 apiece early here in set 1. Another hitter for the Cyclones, Aubrey Schwiezow, into the lineup now for the Cyclones. And Sammy Einesen rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Franny Glenn just tips it over for Kuemper. Ball gets up into the speakers. It's going to be a roll shot over by the Cyclones. Nice block there by Munson. Back row attack by Einesen. Ball goes up into the rafters, and Plico's back down on the ground, and the Cyclones have the lead 2-1. And Einesen back at the service line. Cyclones with a 1-point lead, 2-1. A little bit of a shank by Kuemper to be Franny Glenn with a roll shot, and that is wide out of bounds. Hitting error on the Knights. Unforced error by them, and the Cyclones grab a 3-1 lead here early in set number 1. Einesen again with the serve, and that one dug in the back row. They're going to go to Franny Glenn. She hits a roll shot. Cyclones keep it alive. It's going to be Hope Preston. And hers is blocked. Out of bounds. Cyclones with the point. Cyclones lead 4-1 over the Knights from Kuemper Catholic. And Einesen still at the service line for Harlan Community. She's the leading ace server, and that one goes long out of bounds. 4-2 Cyclones with the lead. As number 11, Aubrey Hooten, rotates back to serve for Kuemper. Well, floater, and the Cyclones going to go to Ava Munson, and Ava Munson, smart play there by Ava with the tip. We talked early in the pregame how there's a lot of height in that front row and a lot of rotations by Kuemper, so sometimes the kill might not be there with a slam dunk hit, and more so just a little tip at the net, and Ava did a nice job of recognizing the double block and just tipped it over for the point. And there we can't quite dig it in the back row. Give up the point to Kuemper. Cyclones still lead though by 2 at 5-3. Elsa Tiefenthaler, sophomore, at the service line. We're making sure some things are correct here at the score table. Now things are whistled ready for play, and Tiefenthaler at the service line. And here's one passing error by the Cyclones. Harlan Community still has a 1-point lead at 5-4. And that one's going long. Cyclones keep it in play. A little roll shot by Rust. Nice dig there by Stork in the back row. And now it's Schwiezow. And that's Franny Glenn with the block. And that's going to tie things up at 5 apiece. A little short serve by the Knights, and there's Erica Rust. She kind of tips it over the block attempt there by Kuemper. Nice dig by the Cyclones. And Aubrey Schwiezow with a nice attack at the net. Good little rally going on here by both teams. Schwiezow is going to hit one long. Out of bounds. Point going to the Knights as they take a 1-point lead over Harlan Community, 6-5. And Tiefenthaler, unforced error by the Knights as she serves in the net, and we are tied up at 6 apiece here in set 1 as Carly Tornaton rotates in for the Cyclones, and she'll go to the service line. And there's going to be a tip at the net, finding the open spot in the Cyclone defense. Kuemper takes a 1-point lead, 7-6. As Franny Glenn, their senior, rotates back to serve. Cyclones on the attack, back row from Einesen. Mueller tips one over, see if Kuemper can keep it alive. It'll be, and it is. Cyclones catch Kuemper off guard there and gets them out of system. And the Cyclones come away with the point. And we're tied back up at 7 apiece as Emerson Reichel rotates in for the Cyclones. There's a nice block at the net by Sammy Einesen. Carly Tornaton there to dig things, and now it's Erica Rust. Erica was going to try a little roll shot and just got away from her long out of bounds. Unforced error, point number 4 for the Cyclones, and Kuemper takes a 1-point lead at 8-7. Kemper's libero number 13, Elsa Tiefenthaler to serve, and she serves it into the net. Unforced error, point number 4 against Kuemper, and that ties things up. 8-all here in set number 1. Cami Stork with the serve, and there's a little miscommunication as Kuemper couldn't do well on the serve receive. And Coach Rusty Whittemore takes a timeout. He wants to talk things over with his squad as Harlan Community has taken a 1-point lead here in set number 1 at 9-8. We want to talk things over about those fine sponsors that make things possible here, the live broadcast and rebroadcast opportunity later, those being United Bank of Iowa, Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keast Auto Center, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Conductix Wampler, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So thank you to those fine folks, and out of the timeout, the Cyclones have the serve with Cami Stork at the service line, and Harlan Community has a 1-point lead, 9-8 here in set number 1. Going to be a back set blocked at the net by Einesen. That was number 14, Lauren Bell. Bell with 147 kills on this season. Picks one up there, and things are tied up at 9 apiece. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go over to Ava Munson. And that's Mueller called for 2 touches. So the point will go over to Kuemper. 10-9. Cyclones trail by 1. Cyclones are going to have to free ball this over. On the attack is Kuemper. Cyclones dig that. Now it's just a free ball back over. There's going to be a block. And that one is out of bounds. Nice block there by Sammy Einesen with some defense there, but it just barely goes out of bounds. 11-9, Kuemper by 2. Ava Munson, and that's going to be a kill for Ava. She sends one down to the back row. And the Cyclones trail by 1, 11-10 here in set number 1. Things trying to get situated at the score table with the substitutions, and now things are whistled ready for play. And there's going to be an ace serve by Mueller. She sends one towards that back line, and that's going to tie things up at 11 apiece. That's the 5th tie here in set number 1, so neither team letting the other one get too much of a run on the other. There's going to be a attack, and they're going to say that Hope Preston was in the net. So unforced error, point number 6 for the Cyclones. 12-11, Kuemper by 1. And number 15, Wittrock back to serve. There's Einesen on the attack. Now one is driven down by number 11, Aubrey Houghton, for the kill. 13-11, Kuemper. As sophomore Brianna Wittrock serves up for her 2nd time. They're going to go outside to Hope Preston, and that's blocked at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. Little roll shot over by Einesen, and that goes into the net. 14-11, 3-point lead for Kuemper. Cyclones led by 3 early on, 5-2. Now Kuemper leads by 3 at 14-11, and there's a kill by Sammy Einesen. And stops any momentum that Kuemper tried to get going there with. So it's 14-12 Kuemper. As Sammy rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Ball goes outside to Franny Glenn, blocked by Munson. Back row attack by Wittrock, and that was tried to be dug in that back row. Cyclones couldn't come up with it. 15-12. Kuemper by 3. And they're going to say Cyclones get called for being out of rotation. Back row was not where they could be, so that's a freebie point for Kuemper, and they're going to go outside to Schwiezow on the attack. It's going to be a pushover by Kuemper, and now they're going to go to Hope Preston, and hers is just wide out of bounds. 16-12, now 17-12 after the hitting error for the Cyclones. We're going to go to Schwiezow again, and that's off the block. Nice attack by Schwiezow. And the Cyclones are within 4 at 13-17. We talked earlier about how much hitting power and blocking power is in the front row there for Kuemper. So that was a good job of Schwiezow hitting it off the block. Cyclones mistime that there on the overpass, and the ball drops down, and Kuemper, I think they gave the point to the wrong team there. Should be 18-14, but we'll again have to go back. And there's Hope Preston with the kill and touch. So we'll see here. I have it as it should be so there it's 18-14, and now it should be 18-15. There we go. So again, we have troubles at the score bench. So 18-14 is the score. 4-point lead for Kuemper Catholic. Back set to Franny Glenn, dug by Carly Tornaton, and then it's over the net on the overpass. So Carly Tornaton with the dig, and it gets over in the point, and it's 18-15. Kuemper by 3. Tornaton sails one over on the serve. They're going to go over to Casey Peter, and that one is in. (19-15) Kuemper. Franny Glenn with the serve again. Cyclones get it to Schweizout. She hits one that's long, hitting air on the Cyclones. 20-15. Cyclones down 5. And Harlan Community is going to take a timeout as Kuemper's on a little bit of a roll here. One good thing is early on, anytime Kuemper started getting on a roll, Harlan Community was able to do something to stop any momentum from getting built. So again, 15 for the Cyclones, 20 for the Knights, and we have some fine sponsors to say thank you to. Those being the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County State Bank, Conductix Wampler, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Keast Auto Center, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, and United Bank of Iowa. So out of the timeout, it will be Kuemper serve and the lead at 20-15 here in set number 1 of this Hawkeye 10 volleyball matchup. It is number 6, Franny Glenn, senior hitter for the Knights, back at the service line. Aubrey Schweizow pushes it back to the back line. There's Carly Tornaton with the dig. It's an overpass. And Kuemper back on the attack again. Another overpass. Cyclones trying to keep that one alive. And the point goes to the Knights, 21-15. Knights by 6, the largest lead by either team here in set number 1 as Franny Glenn gets ready to serve again. There's a block at the net by Erica Rust. The one gets pushed over. Cyclones in system now. It gets pushed over. And that's Macy Mueller with the kill on the set over there. Found a little void on the back set. Again, the double block came over to this right side to protect where Rust and Schweizow were. And that back side of the net was left open when the Cyclones trailed 21-16. They trail by 5. And there's going to be a kill by number 14, Lauren Bell. 22-16. Cyclones trail by 6 here in set number 1. Tornaton with the dig, and they're going to go outside to Sammy Einesen. And Sammy Einesen gets the kill. 22-17. Cyclones within 5 here in set number 1. Cami Stork rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Ball's going to go outside. Dug by Reichel, tipped over by Mueller, and now there's a block at the net by Einesen. Good job by her. And there's going to be an attack dug by Reichel for the Cyclones. And now they're going to go to Einesen. Tried going down the line, and it's just wide out of bounds. 23-17. Cyclones trail by 6 to the Knights of Kuemper Catholic in set number 1. Einesen with the tip. Smart play by Sammy Einesen. There was a double block right there facing her, and she just tips it to the little void and gets the point. 23-18. Cyclones trail by 5 here in set number 1. Cyclones shutting down any momentum that Kuemper tries to establish. Little back set, blocked at the net. Harlan Community keeping it alive, and they're going to go right to Sammy Einesen, and they're going to call Kuemper in the net. So unforced error by Kuemper Catholic, and the Cyclones are within 4, 23-19. Cyclones keeping it alive here on this volley, and there's Einesen with a kill attempt. It's going to be a free ball over by Kuemper. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go to Einesen, blocked at the net, but Harlan Community tried keeping it alive and couldn't quite keep the ball in the air. 24-19. Lead goes back to 5 for the Knights, as number 15, Brianna Wittrock, gets ready to serve. Back set to Einesen. And block at the net by Ava Munson. Nice dig there by Cami Stork. Ball goes up into the rafters, and Harlan Community's keeping it alive, and Emerson Rice sends it right back up into the speakers, and it ricochets back down, and that's going to bring us to the conclusion of set number 1, where the Cyclones go down by a score of 25-19. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with second set action of play. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15. Well, welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for second set action of play here from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones battled there in set number 1 and came up just short, 25-19 to the Knights of Kuemper Catholic. Ready to start set number 2 is Sammy Einesen back at the service line for the Cyclones. Little roll shot by Wittrock for the Knights, and now it's going to be Hope Preston sending one down, and Hope Preston gets the Cyclones on the board. 1-0 Harlan Community to start off set number 2. Einesen with her second serve. And they're going to have a block at the net there by Preston and Schweizau, and that I'm not sure if it touched. I don't know how that's not 4 touches, but Franny Glenn now hits one into the net, so it doesn't make any difference. Cyclones come away with the point, 2-0. Again, Einesen with the serve for the Cyclones. There's going to be one that's tipped, and that is called in So it'll be a point for the Knights. The Cyclones still lead 2-1. Cyclones keep it alive with a little free ball over. And there's Franny Glenn with the attack, blocked by the Cyclones, and they're going to go to Aubrey Sweezow. And that's going to say 4 touches as it didn't make it over the net. Two to 2 is the score here in set number 2. Hope Preston sends it over for the Cyclones, and now they're going to go outside with a roll shot. Cyclones keep it alive. And that's going to be a tip. And there was a tip right at the net, and the line judges are not. (3-2) Kuemper Knights. Block at the net, and the Cyclones keep it alive. Schwiezow with the swing. And there's going to be attack at the net, and here's the Cyclones trying to keep it alive, and it's in the net. 4-2. Knights with the serve. Schwiezow with the kill attempt, and that one is long out of bounds. 5-2. Ava Munson sends one to the back row area. Now off the block, Cyclones keeping it alive. Sammy Einesen hits one, and that's just long out of bounds. Cyclones trail 6-2, and Harlan Community wants to take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15. Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready to resume play here in set number 2, where the Knights lead 6-2. Schwiezow with the kill attempt, and it's good. Aubrey Schwiezow with the kill. Cyclones trail by 3, 6-3. And Ava Munson to serve for the Cyclones. Back set, and one that's tipped there at the net. That is number 9. Addie Antover, freshman for the Knights. Tipping it over for the point. 7-3 is the Kuemper lead. There's Erica Rust on the attack. Cyclones back at it here. And you go to Hope Preston, and she has smart play again by Hope Preston. Cyclone hitters up front, whether it's Sammy Einesen, Erica Rust, Ava Munson, Aubrey Schwiezow, in this case Hope Preston, doing a nice job of recognizing when there's a double block in front of them and just tipping it over the top of the block for the point. So smart play there by some Cyclone hitters. Ball goes into the net for the Cyclones. Unforced error for the Cyclones, giving the point to Kuemper. 8-4 is the Kuemper lead. Erica Rust hammers one off the block, and now one dug nicely there by Sammy Einesen. Free ball over for the Cyclones, keeping things alive. And there's Franny Glenn hammering right down from the middle hitter position, and it's 9-4 Knights. Cyclones keeping it in play here. Be a free ball over. And that's Casey Peter with the attack. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Tipped at the net, and that's going to go up on the Kuemper side of the net. Last touch by the Cyclones. That's giving them the point. 10-4. Kuemper with a 6-point lead. And there's going to be a service error by the Knights as they hit it into the net. Giving the Cyclones a point. 10-5 Kuemper. Emerson Reichel serving for the Cyclones. And there's Franny Glenn on the cross-court kill attempt, and the Cyclones can't keep it alive in the back row. Point goes to the Knights, 11-5. Erica Rust hammers one down off the back set. Nice offense there by Harlan Community by the senior Erica Rust. 11-6. Cyclones trail by 5. Cammie Stork back to serve for the Cyclones. Cyclones keep it alive. Ball gets pushed over, and now Casey Peter on the attack. And there's a kill by Lauren Bell. 12-6 is the score in favor of the Knights. Set 2 action here for the Cyclones. Another unforced error by the Cyclones. We talked early on against Kuemper. Just serve, receive, and being able to dig some of the attacks of Kuemper would be critical here tonight. They don't give a lot of unforced error points up. That's going to be touched by the Cyclones out of bounds. 13-6. Cyclones down 7, and Harlan Community wants to take a timeout and talk things over. And we're going to take a timeout and thank our fine sponsors for making this broadcast come to you live tonight and on a rebroadcast basis. Those being United Bank of Iowa, Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keist Auto Center, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Conductix Wampler, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and the Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So out of the timeout, the score is 14-6. Cyclones trail on the scoreboard. And it will be Kuemper's serve. At the service line for the Knights, it's number 12, senior Casey Peter. And the 8-point lead at 14-6. Ava Munson with a cross-court kill attempt, and that is long out of bounds. 15-6. And that one goes long, out of bounds. Service error by the Knights, giving the Cyclones the point. Excuse me, it was 15-6 earlier, 9-point lead. It's 15-7. Now, Cyclones trail by 8. Nice block at the net there by the Cyclones. And it's 15-8. Cyclones making a comeback. That's something that Harlan Community's done here in this match against Kuemper so far, is anytime Kuemper has gotten any type of momentum started, the Cyclones have shut it down. And see if they can do that again here. Ball hits the floor there on the Cyclone side of the court. A little miscommunication, and Kuemper doubles up the Cyclones again at 16-8. Hope Preston hits one long, and that is in. Hope Preston with the kill. 16-9. Cyclones within 7. See if we can get a little momentum starter here now, here in set number 2. Sammy Einesen with the serve. There's going to be a little bit of an overpass. Cyclones keep it alive. Cyclones keep it alive again. Nice battle here by Harlan Community. And there's going to be a kill attempt. Cyclones keep it alive again. And finally, Kuemper is able to put it down on the Cyclone side of the net and take the point, 17-9. To serve for the Knights, number 15, Brianna Whitrock, the sophomore, 5'10" hitter. She sends it over the net. Cyclones get that dug, and it's going to be a roll shot by Schweizau. Back row attack by Whitrock, and that one stays alive. Einesen sends it over for a free ball for the Cyclones. Franny Glenn with the attack. Cyclones dig that. Hope Preston, and that one goes into the net. Hitting error for the Cyclones. 18-9. Kuemper. As Whitrock at the service line. She sends it over. A little bit of an overpass. And a little roll shot, and that's Schweizau hits it into the net. 19-9. Biggest lead in the match here for Kuemper in set number 2. Best 3 out of 5. Schweizau hits one, and off the block it goes down on the Kuemper side of the floor for the Cyclone point. 19-10. Cyclones trail by 9. Ava Munson, senior, rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. Glenn on the cross-court kill. Dug by Einesen. Outside attack by Schweizau, and she tries hitting one down the line, and it goes out of bounds. 20-10. Kuemper has doubled up the Cyclones. And there's going to be a back set to Hope Preston, and off the block. It's a Cyclone point as it went out of bounds. 20-11. Cyclones down 9. Carly Tornaton with the serve for the Cyclones. Casey Peter on the kill attempt. That's off the block of Rustin Mueller. Now back row attack, and that one goes into the net there. Does Einesen. 21-11. And substitutes in for the Knights as number 13, Elsa Tiefenthaler, rotates back to serve for Kuemper. Aubrey Schwiezow with the attack. Kuemper keeps it alive. Little roll shot over and into the net. That's Lauren Bell with the hitting air. 21-12. Knights with the lead. Emerson Reichel rotates in to serve. They're going to go to Peter, dug nicely there by the Cyclones, and there's one that's tripped over, and that's just wide out of bounds. Mueller going for the kill there, and it is outside the line, so it's 22-12. Franny Glenn rotates back to serve now for Kuemper Catholic. Carly Tornaton with the dig. Sammy Einarson with the kill. Cyclones not giving up hope here in set number 2. They're down 22-13. And Cammie Stork rotates back to serve for the Cyclones. Service there for the Cyclones as they hit that in the net, 23-13. Casey Peter, the senior, to serve. Cyclones on the attack. It's going to be Ava Munson. And they're going to say that that went into the net and not off the block of Kuemper. So it's 24-13. And it's going to be 2 touches called on the Cyclones. So that will close out set number 2, 25-13. Cyclones go down in set number 2. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with set number 3. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 3 here from Harlan Community High School Gym, where your Cyclones taking on the Knights of Kuemper Catholic. Cyclones went down in set number 1, 25-19, and in set number 2 as well, 25-13. Kuemper, the number 7 ranked team in 2A. And there's going to be one that's long out of bounds. Kuemper takes the first point of set 3. And that's number 15, Brianna Whitrock. Serving. There's a bit of an overpass, and now it's Kuemper going to get it to Sammy Glenn. Cyclones keeping alive. We'll just free ball it over. Now in system is that one was called in, so it's 2-0 Kuemper. And there's Franny Glenn on the kill. Three 0 Knights with the lead. Cyclones keeping alive here. It's going to be a roll shot over by Hope Preston. And there's a cross-court kill for the Knights. 4-0. is the Kuemper lead. Hope Preston on the attack. That's what we were talking about earlier. They get that double block up there with number 16, Schenkelberg, and Casey Peter or Franny Glenn, and sometimes the Cyclones early on were tipping it over the double block. So let's see if the Cyclones read that maybe a little bit better and decide when to tip that over the block, or if they have the angle, maybe bash it right into that block and see if it will go out of bounds. (4-0), 5-0 Knights with the lead here early in set number 3. So out of the timeout, it's Kuemper with the serve and the lead, 5-0, as number 15, Brianna Wittrock. Wittrock with the serve. And a bit of an overpass there. 6-0 Knights. Here's Einesen down the line, dug there by Kuemper. Wittrock with the back row attack, and the Cyclones don't get that dug, and it's a 7-0 Kuemper lead. Attack at the net, that's Munson with the tip. Nice block there, keeping it alive for the Cyclones. Sammy Einesen with just a little roll shot over. And there's going to be a tip over the block of the Cyclones, giving Kuemper the point at 8-0. Pushed over by Hope Preston. Now a cross-court attack by Kuemper. There's going to be one right at the net, and that's Ava Munson winning the joust. And the Cyclones get on the board. 8-1. Franny Glenn with the cross-court attack. That goes off the block, out of bounds. (9-1) Knights. Here's Casey Peter with the tip and the point. (10-1) is the score in favor of the Knights. And there's going to be, again, we talked about in the pregame, passing the ball against Kuemper is going to be huge because they just don't make a lot of mistakes, and giving them some unforced error points can make it even that much more difficult to hang with them, as it's 11-1. Casey Peter on the attack. Cyclones now going after it, and that's Aubrey Sweezow hitting it down the line. And the ref called it in and out. 11-2. And there's a point for the Cyclones off the block and then off the touch of Kuemper. And Coach Rusty Whittemore is wanting to talk things over with the official there for a second. 11-3. Kuemper with the lead. And there's going to be an ace serve by the Cyclones. 11-4. See if the Cyclones can get a spark here. Ava Munson at the service line for Harlan Community. Going to be a short set, and that's Aubrey Sweezow with the little tip attack. Casey Peters sends one cross court, and that one is good inbounds. 12-4. Cyclones trailing here in set number 3 as Tiefenthaler rotates back to serve for the Knights. They're going to go to Rust, and Rust hits one down. Nice job as Sweezow was in the middle. She kind of goes up for a little false swing. The double block goes over to her in the middle, and that leaves Rust open on the outside, and that's Erica Rust with the kill and point for the Cyclones. Back set to Franny Glenn, and Franny Glenn on the slide and cross-court kill, 13-5. Glenn to serve for the Knights. Nice dig there by Carly Tornaton. That was Erica Russ with the block, and then there's Macy Mueller with the kill from the setter position. 13-6 Cyclones. Emerson Reichel rotates back to serve for Harlan Community. We're in set number 3. 13-6. Cyclones are down. We're trying to get some momentum going here. Cyclones keeping it alive. That's Cammie Stork with the dig, and then each team with the little push over at the net. And there's a block by Sammy Einesen. See if the Cyclones can come away with one here, and they do. That's Casey Peter hitting it into the net. Unforced error for the Knights, and the Cyclones got something brewing here in set number 3. They are down 13-7. But they got some things going well here. See if they can keep this alive. A little push over there by Einesen. And that's going to be a cross-court attack, and Cyclones couldn't quite get that one dug off the block. But Cyclones playing well here in set 3 here the past few points. They got down 8-0 and have made a little bit of a run to get back in it here in set number 3. Sammy Einesen. That was a block. Erica Russ now tips it over. 14-7 Knights. And there's one down the line. That is number 14, Lauren Bell with the kill. 15-7. Cyclones trail by 8. Erica Russ now in the cross-court attack, and that's wide out of bounds. Taking maybe just a little bit of a shallow angle there. Got to use that back corner to get yourself some more real estate. 16-7, Kuemper with the lead. They're going to go all the way over to Einesen, and there's that block at the net as Kuemper is able to put some 5'10 players there, making it difficult for the Cyclones to get the attack over. And Harlan Community is going to want to take a timeout. It is now 17-7 here in set number 3. And we want to take this opportunity to thank our fine sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you here tonight, as well as on some rebroadcast opportunities later. Those sponsors being the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County State Bank, Conductix Wampler, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Keast Auto Center, K&OD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, and the United Bank of Iowa. So out of the timeout, it will be Kuemper with the lead, 17-7. And they will have the serve as well. As back at the service line for the Knights, number 19, Kylie Simons, their libero. And they're going to go to Sammy Einesen. Sammy with the tip. Kuemper out of system, and they're going to have a little roll shot at the net. Cyclone's going to try and get something going here themselves, and off the block, it's going to fall into the donut of the Cyclone defense, and it's 18-7. Erica Rust finds a nice job of tipping it all the way back, or pushing it all the way to that back corner. Nice job of finding the hole in the defense. 18-8. Cami Stork with a nice serve. The senior, Cami Stork with the ace serve. 18-9, Knights. There's going to be a block at the net by Mueller and Munson. Cyclones keep this one alive. Going to have to free ball it over. And there's going to be a freebie for the Cyclones as the Knight setter set one outside, and there wasn't a hitter there, so the Cyclones will take that point. 18-10, Cyclones trail. And they're checking to make sure that that's the correct person that's supposed to be at the service line. And there's a nice block at the net again by Mueller and Munson. And now it's Einesen with the hammer. And it'll be a little free ball over by the Cyclones. And now just a roll shot over for Kuemper, and the Cyclones can't keep it alive on their side of the net. 19-10. Cyclones trail by 9. And that was a little difficult play there as Kuemper maybe was over the net as the Cyclones were trying to make a play on the ball, but it doesn't get called, and the point goes to the Knights at 20-10. Now Kuemper's going to go outside attack, and that's hit out of bounds as it made contact with the antenna. 20-11 is the score in favor of Kuemper Catholic. Cyclones trail 2-0 here in this third set. Mueller with the serve. Now Kuemper on the attack. Blocked at the net by Munson. Cyclones keeping this alive. Gonna have to be a free ball over. And point goes to the Knights, 21-11. Number 15, Brianna Whitrock. Back at the service line for the Cyclones. 21-11, Cyclones trail on the scoreboard. They're going to get called a lift on the set there. It's an unforced error, point given up by the Cyclones. It's 22-11. The set's going to go out to Hope Preston, and the cross-court attack by Hope Preston is good. 22-12. As Aubrey Schwiezow rotates back into the lineup for the Cyclones, and senior Sammy Einison rotates back to the service line for Harlan Community. And that was going to be a hitting error by the Knights as that goes out of bounds. 22-13, Cyclones trail. Einison still at the service line for the Cyclones. And I'm not sure why the Knights didn't get called for being over the center line there, as the foot was way over, impeding a little bit of play there by the Cyclones, but they let that go. It's 23-13. Number 11, Hooten at the service line for the Knights. She serves one out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the point, 23-14. And Ava Munson serving for the Cyclones. Another one of the Harlan Community seniors out there. A little free ball over. Cyclones got to be in system here. That one gets passed into the net. It will be a point for Kuemper, 24-14. Number 13, Elsa Tiefenthaler back to serve. And she serves one into the net, giving the Cyclones the point, 24-15. Carly Tornaton into the lineup for the Cyclones. This will be Casey Peter with the tip. Cyclones now in system. They go to Erica Rust. She tips one over, almost fell into the void. Cyclones keeping this one alive. Mueller just pushes it over for the Cyclones, and there's going to be a hitting error on Kuemper. Kind of got them out of system there offensively. 24-16. Cyclones trail. Ball's whistled ready for play as Tornaton serves one up to the back row. Casey Peter keeps that alive. Little attack by the Knights, and that's going to be Erica Rust tipping it over for the Cyclones, just trying to find an open area, and there's a block by Mueller and Rust. The double block giving Kuemper a little piece of their own medicine there defensively at the net. And that's 24-17. Cyclones trail by 7 on the scoreboard. Tornaton sends one deep to the back row. Casey Peter with a little roll shot, and the Cyclones can't get that one dug in the back row. And that's going to be set and match point at 25-17. So the Cyclones go down to the Kuemper Knights in 3 sets. 25-19, 25-13, and 25-17. With the win, that will improve Kuemper to 30-6 on the season, 8-2 in Hawkeye 10 play. We'll drop the Cyclones to 9-23 on the season and 3-7 to round out Hawkeye 10 play. So the Cyclones round out their regular season here tonight. They'll move into tournament play against Red Oak next week at Red Oak. So Cyclones had a lot of good things going on, made a lot of improvement as the year has progressed here. So we'll see what can happen in tournament play has been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.